Hello, welcome. This is Cris Quiloe, streaming from Querétaro, Mexico, Central Mexico. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're watching this stream. We are recording part one that is going to premiere on Sunday before another live session. So, today I'm going to continue with this project, the gorilla, from the book Fragile World by Kerby Rosanes. The turtle will be next, but right now I just want to finish this bit that is missing. So far I haven't been able to do much regarding coloring. Sorry about that. But life gets in the middle and conflicts, problems as well. So probably won't be talking much because I'm not necessarily in the mood of being very chatty. Got a big hit on my reputation this week. I have to admit that it totally blew me off when I heard. I don't want to repeat what happened here. I'm just going to tell you that I'm trying to work hard on solving the situation, and hopefully there will be positive results in 3 weeks. So what I'm doing here is just adding Inktense from this set. I laminated this one because it comes in a very delicate paper. I don't know if it's tissue paper, vegetal paper, I really don't know, but it's not made to resist bad handling. So lamination was a good option. I'm adding bits of Inktense so I can go later on with color pencil mixed media technique. These details are just so small, so beautiful, but so small. So you do need good eyes or a magnifying glass to really see all the little things that are around these trees. There are even animals in the mountains, but I'm not going to go there right now. Just mixing colors. This is Inktense, so you have to work fast with Inktense. Otherwise it dries on the paper and there's no way to move it. I'm recording these on Friday. You'll be able to see these on Sunday morning. I'll probably not stream with anybody tomorrow, Saturday, because I have a lot of things to do and evaluate and put in order if I want that nasty situation to be overcome. So sorry about that. I will also reduce my watching of replays or my presence in certain lives, certain streamings of the people that I know. This is something that I really need to solve. Okay, so this part is done. I'm going to go a little bit here in this section. I'm trying to check here on camera. This is also a new setting that I have for recording. I'm supposedly not having a delay. The camera has automatic zoom, so that's why you see this jumping around when I move my hand. But so far this is the best definition camera that I have got. So I'm just adding darker and lighter shadows here. So I move on, working with the foliage of this animal. I want to start the gorilla, of course. I have here my reference pics and all that. Hard to know that things that you thought that were not going to happen are happening. Fragile people getting offended by everything. Whatever you say or do just offends them. I'm just so startled. Cannot believe it. Just cannot believe it, you know, guys. There's a really serious degree of mental illness around everybody. I'm so afraid to be in the group of the affected ones, because everyone I see around seems very intolerant. They don't want to be told what to do or how to do it. I don't know. It's going to be tougher as we move on to other situations that I really don't want to mention here. But I'm afraid that's where we are going. So fasten your seatbelt, because the next 2 years are going to be very tough. This is also the first year I don't feel motivated at all by my birthday. On the contrary, I feel sad. I wanted to celebrate, but I'm going to be working. And for the first time ever, I don't want my students or colleagues to know when my birthday is. I just want it to be invisible. Like it won't happen. I'm still waiting for a Christmas gathering this year that will probably be different to what we have had in previous years. But I don't think it will happen. Why am I going so far into Christmas? Because I don't know if we'll be able to celebrate it, you know? This has become a very uncertain period, not only for me, for my family, for my daily activities. There is uncertainty again, something that I never imagined could happen so soon. So I'm going to start layering this nice gorilla. I have here the reference photo, as you can see. And definitely this one is going to have either gouache or acrylic. Beautiful tones and colors here with the fur. Of course, part of the back, it's hidden by the mountain. I want to leave the head at the very end because it's very dark, except for probably a little bit on, but it's the mountain, the one that is there. So let me arrange this so you can see the head. Move this around. Okay, so the ear is here. This is hidden because of the mountain. Not necessarily that it has got a lot of warm brown colors here, but maybe you can put just a little bit to help, just a bit from his face. Here I can also see a little bit of browns. So there you go. Okay, this one is totally black with grays, so I might not touch this that much, except probably a few parts of the fur. This black, I like it because it has got texture, so no problem there. It's not necessarily that the animal is totally white in this area, but there are some parts that I will highlight with I'm thinking about acrylic. I'm not using black. This is Prismacolor. for some of the strands. Well, they're not strands. I'm probably using the correct word, but as usual, I'm not thinking, I'm just worried about something else. Okay, there you go. So we had this area that is dark enough, this one that is not necessarily white, a little bit gray tinted. So I'm going to keep it like that. I'm going to keep the highlights as they are, with just a little bit of gray, a very, very light warm gray. This part is also very light. It's not the same animal, of course, but good reference to use. So the chat is live. If you have a question, you can ask. I'll probably be awake during the premiere. If not, in part 2, I will continue live doing this. Interesting. This one has got kind of a longer amounts of hair here, and he doesn't have anything on his chin. But if you're not sure about dark colors, use grays. Those are good. A bit of shadows here in this section. And this also becomes a decision process, you know, because you have to, oh, come on, let's make it big. There you go. Because you have to decide if the drawing has got darker shadows, you use those darker shadows. With black or with gray. You can see that the moment you use the Prismacolors, they lay more wax, automatically the drawing just comes to life. I decided to record right now because there's very little noise outside. Almost none of my neighbors are here. Just my cat making noise. probably add black at the very end. But this is a decision that we can make that decision later. Okay, right here, the colors that I need. Oh, this will just. Okay, here we go. The head. So we're going to keep some areas in gray. Nico the cat is here. Like saying, oh, you're talking alone again. What are you doing? I just hope he doesn't jump on top of my things. Let me just move something there just in case he jumps on my table. Not necessarily my table, but I have another one here. This is where the camera is right now. And he was sleeping there like an hour ago. So I just don't want him to do that again. I'm recording from my bedroom studio right now, where I can just stand up, grab things in case I need them. Be aware of what's going on outside because my window is on this side. Not good for the light. I know I should have light from this side, but as this is a sunny day, I can cope with this. For part 2, I will try to stream here in the morning, so I don't have to move my studio downstairs to my dad's office, because that's just so tiring sometimes, you know. So I have to move a table, I have to move boxes so I can have the material that I think I will need during the stream. And if I forget something, it means just running upstairs and trying to get it. So this is where the mountain and the gorilla kind of merge, if I can use that word. So I'm trying to keep the mid-tones visible before I go with the more Prismacolor gray. Even these parts that I thought were very light, and toning them down. My cat wants to play. He's going to come right now upstairs with his mouse so I can throw it to him so he can play fetch. And he loves that. You can just listen to him playing downstairs. He's about to come. I like combining the Derwent with the Prismas. Can make interesting things. face will need more work, definitely. But as I have a lot of things to evaluate between today and tomorrow, you will practically see this recording, and immediately after this one finishes, you will see that I will continue probably from the same section. So this is a warm gray. I don't have the dark grays here or the blacks. I kind of like how this guy is looking. These are majestic and beautiful animals, definitely. I do like how Kerby Rosanes integrated the animals into the landscapes. I like this book much more than the other ones that I have, because the other ones have those crazy little creatures. But I'm thinking about how to paint or color those animals without those little creatures and playing the game, or you know, things like that. Okay, so this bird, I think it's looking good. I need to go and find my black color pencils to give these a little bit more intensity. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to keep tone this down just a little bit, kissing on the paper. So as I told you, I haven't done much this week. Not even this one, you just saw this one. This part still needs some color pencil to add a little bit more shadow on this, and of course probably go for grays or very dark greens. This area, top of the mountain, this one also needs a little bit of more shadows, a little bit flat right now, the rocks especially, even though they have texture. The Inktense, just to give an example, covers the ink. So what you need to do here is always go back with a color to not necessarily rescue the ink, but to, how can I say, work the darkest tones, so the rocks look a little bit better. And of course certain areas will go with the prismas, and you can get to see a difference between this section and the other sections. So we're about to be in 30 minutes. So thank you very much for watching. In around 1 or 2 minutes, you will see the live streaming appearing on my channel. So please don't forget to subscribe, to share, to ring the bell so you get all the notifications whenever I have shorts or whenever I have live streamings. so you can follow me. Okay, so thank you very much. See you in a couple of minutes.